Lifestyle design. Let's talk about it. So, one of the best life hacking authors is a guy called Tim Ferriss. And Tim Ferriss coined this term lifestyle design. And what lifestyle design is basically all the W's to you getting your ideal life. What does your ideal life look like? Get specific. What time do you wake up in the morning? What are you eating when you wake up in the morning? How does your day plan out? How much control do you have over your day and your time? What are you doing for work? What are you doing for leisure? How are you getting in shape? How are you staying healthy? How do you wrap up your day? What time do you go to sleep? How do you plan your next day? That's the general idea of what lifestyle design is. You get a good idea of all those W's, and then you basically come up with a number that you will need to make that lifestyle design that you came up with a reality. So I hate to talk about me, but I use myself for an example. I wake up between 5 and 5:30 in the morning. I feed the dog. I journal, and when I'm journaling, since my brain is already churning, I'm already planning out my day. What am I going to do? The day usually starts with a 2-hour fitness session that starts at 6:30 and ends around 9. From there, I do about 3 hours of work, whether it be Lyft or deliveries or HHA if I have a job. And then I'll call it quits around 12 noon for lunch. And I know exactly what lunch I'll make, and I have that already prepared. So in that lunch hour, while I'm eating, I'm usually educating myself on some IoT product, some home automation product, or putting together a video for the advertising or the branding. From 1 to 4, I am back out on the road, whether I'm doing Lyft or whether I'm doing a job or whether I'm doing any kind of delivery gig. And at 5 or so, I'm already thinking about dinner, whether or not my wife is making it or whether or not I'm making it for her. And if I didn't make my $250 quota, I'll go back out from 5 p.m. till 7 p.m. And then from 7 on, I'm usually just kind of hanging out with the wife and the dog, or hanging out with my son if he's home. Maybe tinkering with a smart home product or a smart home protocol. Eating dinner, I spend about between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock, washing my butt. Watching a movie, that also washing myself. And while I'm doing all that, I'm already planning the next day. And this is a cyclical sort of Groundhog's Day sort of thing. That's the idea of a lifestyle design. Knowing exactly what you need to do in your day and how much it's going to cost. So figuring out how much your lifestyle day is going to cost, or your lifestyle is going to cost, let's run the numbers. Now, everybody's situation differs wildly, so I'll just keep some nice average concrete numbers to work with, basically. Now, say if you live in an apartment or a house and your rent or mortgage is $1,000 monthly. You have a car payment, your car payment is $500 a month. You have a gym membership, which is about $50 monthly. You have your phone bill for $100, your electricity for another $100, and your water bill for maybe $33 a month. Add on your internet service provider and any other of those streaming apps that you have a monthly subscription to, and we'll just put that around $100. So what we then find out is that your monthly cost to basically live and be you is somewhere between $2,000 and $2,500 a month. If at all possible, tack on an extra $500 a month just for saving your insurances and things like that. So once you have this nice round number of around $3,000 a month, now you just have to figure out what you need to do to make $3,000 a month and for it to fit in your schedule. Now for this, I like to adopt or bring in a new concept, and that's the concept of anti-fragility. I've talked about this before. Anti-fragility is basically the power of war. If you can't do something, you switch over to something else that's also equally as beneficial, or that can make up for the initial plan that might have failed in the first place. In my situation, I have 2 businesses, so if one business is not making money, I can easily switch on to another business to make the balance of what I need. This way, you're never in a panicked state. You want to make sure everything is going to plan, and because you planned it. Now, I think lifestyle design is important, pivotal, just because you have planned out most contingencies and you are iterating on your lifestyle design as you go along. Lifestyle design will make you a more happy person, it'll make you a more productive person, and it'll make you a more complete person. I'm Patrick Houston from Houston's Hustle Hobbies, and as always, live high, live mighty, live righteously. Take it easy.